Tonight on News 5 Live, the Handover Bridge is officially open, while the inauguration of the Sarstoon FOB did not go without a hitch. Julius Espat comes out swinging in the wake of his cousin's death. He maintains that Mike Espat was disrespected by his CEO. And Osmar Correa will be extradited to the U.S. to be tried for intoxication manslaughter. These stories and more coming up on News 5 Live.
For 19 years, SMART has been the pulse of our nation. A journey of growth, innovation, resilience, and unity.
From the first call that bridged distances to the data that brought us closer than ever, SMART has been there, weaving threads of connection across our beautiful land.
We have been active in providing innovative solutions to enhance our customers' lifestyles. Over the years, SMART has developed and provided various services to meet customers' needs.
To the dreamers, doers, and the believers, thank you for making SMART a part of your story. For 19 years of trust, loyalty, partnership, and shared experiences.
As we celebrate 19 years of connecting lives and dreams, let's keep the rhythm alive. Together, let's continue to shape our future one connection at a time.
Come and be a part of the SMART family, where we empower you and our country today, tomorrow, and beyond.
SMART, bringing people together.
$1,067,700 slices of bacon are eaten by tourists each year, stimulating our local economy. Tourism means business.
At RF&G Insurance, we're committed to safeguarding what matters most to you. Offering coverage mile after mile, our offices and agents located across Belize ensure that you are protected. Secure your property with RF&G Householders Comprehensive Policy. From your home to your belongings, we offer protection so you can enjoy life to the fullest. For more information on your coverage options, contact our team of experts today or visit your local agents. We'll be ready to assist. Don't forget, it pays to get it right with RF&G Insurance, a Rowe Group company.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Thursday, April 25th. I am Sabrina Daly. This morning, vehicular traffic was diverted away from the newly built Handover Bridge as government officials, including Prime Minister John Briceño and Minister of Infrastructure Development Julius Espat, cut the ribbon on the replacement structure. It's a project that was conceived by the previous administration, but came to fruition under the People's United Party government. Coming in at a little over $30 million, the new Handover Bridge is the longest crossing in the country and was built entirely by Belizean engineers. It's a spectacle of skill and resourcefulness that was overseen by a woman engineer from start to finish. We begin tonight's newscast with the inauguration of the new Handover Bridge. Here's News 5's Isani Cayetano.
It's a wonderful bridge. It is an accomplishment for Belizean engineers and for the government of Belize.
The Handover Bridge was officially opened today, several months after a soft launch was held to declare the structure passable. It is a monolith that spans roughly 500 meters and replaces the previous structure that stood as a relic of Belize's colonial past.
It's the longest bridge that we have in Belize, and that was because we had to extend the approaches to the bridge because we wanted to avoid consolidation on the approaches.
The new Handover Bridge is designed to significantly reduce travel time, making transportation more efficient. Over the years, this crossing near the mouth of the Belize River has proven integral to urban and economic development by facilitating the movement of people, goods, and services.
This new Handover Bridge, much like its predecessor, holds momentous importance as it symbolizes resilience, strength, ingenuity, and embodies the steadfast spirit of our Belizean people. Today is a day of celebration and thanks, a day to celebrate all the hard work that went into the planning, design, and construction of this bridge, and a day to thank all who helped in getting us here.
Built at a price tag of almost $31 million, this well-designed bridge offers a safe crossing point, which is particularly important given its location. Its design and construction has pushed the boundaries of engineering in Belize.
When it was found that the old and dilapidated Handover Bridge had reached its design life and was in desperate need of replacement, the MIDH commissioned us to conduct preliminary studies and present design options to the government of Belize. The process of this project has encompassed several years of planning, started with preliminary design concepts, soil explorations, surveys, peer reviews, and final design. When we conducted a traffic survey in 2017, it showed us that there were over 13,000 vehicles crossing over the old Handover Bridge. Today, that number is around 17,000 vehicles.
Under the previous administration, projections for the cost of a new bridge were estimated at around $50 million. What has been built is a superstructure that comes in well under that budget.
This bridge cost us $30.9 million. We got a loan from the OPEC fund for $12 million US, which is 24 million Belize, and so the counterpart was another 6. We were able to build the bridge for the exact 30.9, and the breakdown between the financing for loans, it's 70% from OFID, 30% from GOB.
The Handover Bridge is not just a physical structure that straddles the estuary of the Belize River. It enables social and economic progress.
We gather here at the mouth of the Belize River to celebrate the opening of a remarkable structure that will not only connect Belize City with the north of our country, but also bridge communities and opportunities. This new bridge spanning the Belize River here at the mouth of the Handover Creek stands as a symbol of progress, unity, and shared aspiration. It is an engineering marvel made in Belize by Belizeans, and it reminds us of the power of collaboration, innovation, and vision.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
With a new structure in place, what will the Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing do with the old Handover Bridge? It's a question that was put to Chief Engineer Evondale Moody earlier today. Realizing savings of almost $20 million, permission has been sought to use the remaining funds to relocate parts of the bridge to Coyote District, where it will be reassembled to provide access across the Macau River. And what about the prime crown lands that are left in the wake of the relocation? According to Moody, government will have to decide what to do with the highly valuable real estate.
Even with that 30.9, we were not able to use all of the loan funds. And so those loans funds, we have asked OFID for permission for us to use that to relocate the old structure. We've already implemented an addendum to the contract to M&M Engineering. And so now they will start with the dismantling of the structure. And 2 sections of the structure will go to Santa Familia in the Coyote District. What happened last week is that I did a reconnaissance with Roque Matos of M&M Engineering on a proper location. There are 2 locations that we identified. One is along Branch Mouth that leads to the Hammock Bridge. And then there's another section on the eastern side of the Macau Bridge, which is known as Trapeze Road. That one is more ideal for us to put the structure because where the Hammock Bridge is, it's a good location. However, the approach to the bridge, the Macau and the Mopan is adjacent to that road, and once that floods, the road will be inundated by floodwaters. So even if we put the bridge there, we elevate it, you still will not be able to access the structure. And so I have determined and I've informed the ministry that we will place the structure on the eastern side on Trapeze to lead us to Santa Familia and present a bridge structure for them there.
What becomes of these pieces of land now, since the access is on the other end and the bridge will be removed?
That's a very, very good question. I have informed the minister and the CEO that at this point in time, that land belongs to the government of Belize. It's prime land, and that is one of the most expensive land. And so that is a decision that will have to be made by the government of Belize. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but we have land on both sides, on the south side and on the north side. And one of the reasons why we did not build a bigger roundabout here is because the land acquisition here is very, very expensive. We paid $375,000 per acre.
There are 4 bridges in Belize District that are in urgent need of replacement, including the Swing Bridge and Belcan Bridge in the Old Capital. Those structures are set to be replaced under the George Price Highway Upgrade Project. However, there seems to be some hostility between the Ministry of Finance and the MIDH over who will get the contract to build the new Belcan Bridge. We heard first from Chief Engineer Evondale Moody.
All right, so the 4 new structures that the MIDH is looking at is Belcan, the Belize City Swing Bridge, the Burton Canal Bridge urgently needs to be changed, and also Hector Creek Bridge, which is in Hattieville. So as the minister mentioned, those 4 bridges are under the George Price Highway Upgrading Project. And so we are liaising with JICA, who will provide grant funding for us to replace the Swing Bridge. We are awaiting a decision from the Ministry of Finance on how they want us to move with the Belcan Bridge, because it's an urgent one that also needs to be replaced because of its substructure. And then the section 3 of the project, which is from Belize City to Hattieville, encompasses 2 structures, which is Burton Canal and also Hector Creek.
Is there a sort of turf battle over the Belcan, which is keeping an unsafe bridge in operation for too long?
Turf, I don't want to use that word. I don't believe in that word. Our job is to make sure that when the procurement process is done, that we follow the international financial institutions' guidelines. They are the ones that lend the money, and they are the ones that establish who can and who cannot bid. We will not allow, at least if I am at the helm, anybody to bid on a project that does not follow the procurement minimum qualifications that the IFIs establish. And if anybody is mad with that, so be it, because the IFIs established that and we have to respect it.
Coming up, Joseph Camp asks Syed Musa to investigate police department.
Well, sir, I really did go through some stress with my barber. This man here, they push my hairline way back to the 90s.
Sure.
People, they call me BB Buck Farid now.
So I got a problem, right? I just do this photo shoot, and I want the best photo shoot. But somebody want me to post it up. I just tired of this, man.
I don't want to tell her to catch me on my way. I stopped at the shop and tell the lady I want $5 tacos. You could imagine when you give me?
No paper.
What your problem?
Honestly, life good for me over here. I just upgraded to the Digi One Elite. I have unlimited postpaid plans, Digi TV, free home phone, and the fastest home internet.
I going to upgrade mines now.
It is the largest receivership in Belize's banking history, as Atlantic Bank is already overextended and cannot provide more funds.
It's giving very much like one bank collapse could happen.
Smith alleges that Atlantic Bank was playing fast and loose, and in so doing, running afoul of central bank regulations and putting depositors' money at risk.
And it makes you wonder, like, who that the person would check that, you know, all these regulations are adhered to, if banks are subjected to that.
So, what will the central bank Governor Kareem Michael do? Well, we reached out to him today, but up to news time, he had not given us a comment.
You can't sit on the side in a matter that your negligence, your foul play, your ulterior motives playing games have created.
Right.
No act as if though, you know, no act as if though.
Please not punctuous pilot way and wash
yeah,
your hands.
You cannot punctuous pilot the situation.
You are very much involved. You are the situation.
What will the central bank Governor Kareem Michael do?
It's giving very much like one bank collapse. One bank collapse. One bank collapse.
Since the municipal elections, the PUP is only getting worse. In Belize City, they are now appointing an unqualified administrator whose only notable credential is that of being a long-time party hack.
Give me opportunity to feel.
In Belmopan, they've hired a financial director who is an accused embezzler of almost $250,000 from a private company. In the south, there is the National Sports Council director accused of mismanagement, who is now unable to meet payroll obligations, but is protected by her close friendship with the minister. In the north, they are blatantly abusing publicly owned Belize Water Services money to promote a political PUP candidate who is daughter of the Prime Minister's CEO. And at the Belize Tourism Board, the minister is wantonly abusing BTB funds, which by law should be managed by the board of directors.
Go drink, smoke.
The PUP is only getting worse. If the government will not change, then the people will have to change the government.
Belize City Defenders final regular season game, and boy oh boy do we have a treat for you.
Defenders not frightened of it, nobody.
Yes fans, Moi Uno Resorts bring the last regular season Friday night lights going down this Friday April 26th. as your Belize City defenders do battle against the Western Ballers straight out of Cayo.
This team, they can't beat this team.
Did we mention this one is for you, the sponsors and fans? More giveaways as we're giving hotel stays and our big halftime 1, 2, 3 challenge for $4,000 cash. And the first 100 adults get a free drink and the first 100 kids get a free snack. Tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. on Friday. Courtside is only $30. VIP is $20. General admission is only $5. And kids under 12 enter for free. Sponsored by
For 19 years, SMART has been the pulse of our nation. A journey of growth, innovation, resilience, and unity.
From the first call that bridged distances to the data that brought us closer than ever, SMART has been there, weaving threads of connection across our beautiful land.
We have been active in providing innovative solutions to enhance our customers' lifestyles. Over the years, SMART has developed and provided various services to meet customers' needs.
To the dreamers, doers, and the believers, thank you for making SMART a part of your story. For 19 years of trust, loyalty, partnership, and shared experiences.
As we celebrate 19 years of connecting lives and dreams, let's keep the rhythm alive. Together, let's continue to shape our future one connection at a time.
Come and be a part of the SMART family, where we empower you and our country today, tomorrow, and beyond.
SMART, bringing people together.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Isani Cayetano, Marion Alley, Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon. Your News 5 police teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 believes on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Do you have information about a crime or a fugitive in our community? You can submit a tip anonymously with your smartphone. Using this program in safeguarding our community also protects your identity, keeping you out of the court system, and could earn you a cash reward. Here is how it works. Download the free P3 Tips app from the Apple Store or Android Market. P3 is the provider of our secure anonymous tip collecting software. Open the app and create a PIN, but be sure to remember that number, then select your location. Next, select the type of crime. When submitting a tip, be as specific as possible. If you have a picture, video, or audio that will help officers, you can upload them from your phone. Information leading to an arrest can earn you a cash reward of up to $1,000. Once your tip is submitted, you'll be given a tip ID and password. Check back if your tip leads to an arrest. You'll be told how much you were rewarded and how to anonymously collect your cash.
48-year-old Osmar Correa, a businessman from Belmopan, will be extradited to the United States, where he will be tried in a court of law in the state of Texas. Earlier today, Chief Magistrate Jayane Wegodapola handed down that decision in a 16-page document and concluded that, quote, "I am satisfied that the evidence contained is sufficient, according to the laws of Belize, to justify the committal for trial of the defendant Osmon Eliasar Correa, as if the offense of which he is charged had been committed in the territory of Belize," end quote. Correa is wanted in Texas on a charge of intoxication manslaughter, following an incident on March 23, 1998 that resulted in the death of 2 persons, including someone inside an ambulance. Before leaving the courtroom, Correa was informed that he has 15 days before the proper proceedings for his extradition are concluded, referring to all the documents that are needed to be prepared by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Correa was represented by attorney Brian Neal, while the state was represented by the DPP and senior Crown Counsel Stacey Martinez. U.S. citizen Joseph Camp has written to Minister of Home Affairs and New Growth Industries Karim Musa to request an investigation on the actions of the Belize Police Department's Commissioner, Chester Williams, and another member of the department. Following this letter, he has also written to Director of Public Prosecutions Sherilyn Vidal, seeking a prosecutorial inquiry into the actions of the department. Last month, 39-year-old U.S. citizen Joseph Camp ran into trouble with the department after he took to social media to air his grievances about a shooting incident his family member was allegedly involved in. Camp was charged spreading false news for information he shared during a Facebook live stream on the night of the shooting. He pleaded guilty to this charge and was ordered to pay a fine of $600 Belize dollars. However, on April 23rd, Camp wrote Belize's Governor General, Dame Forla Salam, asking for a pardon for the offense. In the letter to the Governor General, Camp said that while he accepts full responsibility for his actions and understands the gravity of the situation, the information he spread had been provided to him by a Belize police detective. In his letter to Musa, Camp wrote, quote, "On the days following the events, Clyde Chester Williams, in his capacity as Commissioner of Police, seemingly endorsed actions that led to, quote, the suppression of my freedom of expression and freedom to be free from inhuman and degrading treatment as guaranteed under the Belize Constitution. This suppression and treatment occurred in conjunction with an unprovoked physical assault on my in-laws and I by an unidentified officer. These actions took place without any provocation from our side, thus exacerbating the already distressing situation surrounding my brother-in-law," end quote. He ended his letter by requesting the immediate suspension of Commissioner Williams and officers involved in the incident, pending the outcome of the investigation. When asked about the letter, DPP Vidal told us that the Constitution does not grant her the power to investigate criminal offenses. Camp has said that he has written to the United States Department and U.S. Embassy in Belize about the incident. Cayo South Area Representative Julius Espat is the first cousin of the late Toledo East Area Rep Mike Espat. He is also an executive of the People's United Party. This morning, Espat did not hold back his thoughts and feelings regarding the untimely death of his relative, as well as what he considers to be an act of contempt and disrespect by CEO Osman Martinez when he openly announced his interest in challenging Mike Espat in the Toledo East constituency. Here's what the outspoken deputy leader had to say.
Yeah. He was disrespected. His CEO went out to do something that was not authorized by the executive of the People's United Party. No, I am an executive member. And no, nothing was told to us. And he was disrespected. His dignity was taken away. And that's not good for anybody. We, as a nation, we have to look out for our elders. We have to give them respect. This man has won 5 times. This man won 6 times. This man beat us up in cabinet whenever he come or whenever he's away. Nothing for himself. Always for his village, for his people. He was disrespected. And I stand by that. And I called him and I said, Mike, what's happening? And I could feel it in his... Mike not emotional, but I am. He isn't. But I sensed it. And my God, 1 week after the man dropped dead.
How do you reconcile that with one's personal political ambitions, though? Because if you're looking at what the CEO aspires to and how he went about it.
The People's United Party has rules, and conventions are not open. As we haven't even, today we are having a meeting at 2 o'clock to decide if conventions will be open or not. I want to see the cherry picking. I really want to see it. But I called Mike and said, Mike, anybody that goes after you, I am willing to go with you to a convention and stand beside you. Cayo South will stand with you. He said, why? The last man I think will call me and tell me that. Tonight it's a matter of principle, it's a matter of respect, it's a matter of dignity. And if we can't have that, we're lost. That's how I feel.
On Tuesday night, we told you that members of the Belize territorial volunteers came across an illegal logging site within the Columbia Forest Reserve. They reportedly came across a road that leads into the reserve from Guatemala. They also came across hundreds of logwoods along that roadway. BTV called on the Belize Defense Force and the Belize Forestry Department to act swiftly and arrest the situation. We asked Brigadier General Xavier Loria, commander of the Belize Defense Force, about it when we caught up with him today.
The Belize Defense Force, as the minister mentioned some time ago during an interview, that the BDF is operating in Machakila, first and foremost to maintain the territorial integrity, the sovereignty of Belize, and because of that and the confidence building measures that the countries entered in 2001 thereabout, Belize and Guatemala, we have the primary responsibility to patrol and ensure that we are doing the right thing, that we're abiding by the set of regulations that were set up in those confidence building measures. The reserve, the Columbia Forest Reserve, is not like the Chiquibul, where there is a set or a group of environmentalists that look after the Chiquibul. In the forest, in the Columbia Forest, there is none. We were trying to encourage others to try to link up or coordinate with the Forest Department, so that they could co-manage and then we could assess and we believe that is the primary responsibility for Forest Department and and whoever wants to co-manage it to assess. The Columbia Forest Reserve is vast. It is acres, a lot of jungle, and we have 2 observation posts in that area. One at the outskirts, and that one is the Santa Rosa observation post, and in Machakila. We acknowledge that there are a lot of illegal logging going on, and this is not just for this year. All the years is the same thing during the dry season. That is when the villagers from across, because they have villages strategically set up along the border.
According to Brigadier General Xavier Loria, 2 bridges created by illegal Guatemalan logwood cutters within the Columbia Forest Reserve have been destroyed recently. He noted that the bridges are rebuilt by Guatemalans immediately after destruction. Brigadier General Loria acknowledged that greater law enforcement is needed within the vast expanse of the reserve.
And we try to arrest the situation where it merits it, especially if it's not happening in that kilometer. The bridges that were erected, that was the road runs to the north of the Machakala CP. The bridge one of the bridges falls within that 1 kilometer from the border to 1 kilometer to the east. We have reported that bridge from sometime last year, and it has not been verified. We couldn't wait any longer, and we destroyed it because they already they constructed another bridge, so it was 2 bridges that were at that trail that they have. So we went and destroyed. They came back about a week after, and the same Guatemalans, and they built it over again. Yes, so we went back and destroyed it yet again, and we are monitoring the areas. But we would need more assistance from the Forest Department, co-management, and NGO or whoever that is willing to do like what FCD does in co-managing, preserving the environment to come and assist.
After the break, Sarstoon Forward Operating Base receives needed upgrade. But first, here's a weather update with data from the Belize Met Service.
It is the largest receivership in Belize's banking history, as Atlantic Bank is already overextended and cannot provide more funds.
It's giving very much like one bank collapse could happen.
Smith alleges that Atlantic Bank was playing fast and loose, and in so doing, running afoul of central bank regulations and putting depositors' money at risk.
And it makes you wonder, like, who that the person would check that, you know, all these regulations are adhered to, if banks are subjected to that.
So, what will the central bank Governor Kareem Michael do? Well, we reached out to him today, but up to news time, he had not given us a comment.
You can't sit on the side in a matter that your negligence, your foul play, your ulterior motives playing games have created.
Right.
No act as if though, you know, no act as if though.
He's not punctuous pilot way and wash
Yeah,
your
you
hands,
cannot
because
punctuous
you
pilot
are
this
very much
situation.
involved. You are the situation.
What will the central bank Governor Kareem Michael do?
It's giving very much like one bank collapse, one bank collapse, one bank collapse.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali,
Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon.
Your News 5 police teams do whatever it takes, go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 believes on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
Summertime is also known as turtle mating season. Although the timing of turtle mating can vary depending on the species and the environment in which they live, typically females nest during the warmest months of the year. To study the habits and patterns of these animals, researchers often collect and tag the animals before releasing them back into the wild. On tonight's episode of Belize on Reel, we revisit a collaboration between the Wildlife Conservation Society and News 5 in 2014, as they headed to Middle Key for the process of capturing and satellite tagging of the reptile.
The first few shaky crawls of a newly hatched turtle on a sandy beach into the waters of Belize is filled with uncertainty and hope. The movement and life of turtles in Belize are being researched through a partnership of the Wildlife Conservation Society and the Fisheries Department with the use of cutting-edge technology. To find out more, one must travel 45 kilometers from the coast of Dangriga, beyond the reef, and into the blue ocean to the Glover's Reef Atoll.
The program started in 2007, and since then we've conducted 12 one-week in-water surveys. And since then we've sighted 847 sea turtles and captured 299. Majority of the sightings and captures have been hawksbill turtles. The captured turtles are measured, weighed, flipper tagged, and we also collect a tissue sample. We want to focus on what our adult turtles are doing. We know that our juveniles and our subadults are hanging on the atoll, and so we wanted to focus on the long range movement of our adult sea turtles. And so we have 4 satellite tags that we want to attach on 4 adult, primarily hawksbills, but we're also interested in the green sea turtles.
The Glover's Reef Atoll is one of the 7 marine protected areas that form the World Heritage Site. Charles Darwin in 1842 referred to our barrier reef as, quote, the most remarkable reef in the West Indies, unquote. So it was no surprise how quickly the team spotted and captured turtles.
This is how you properly hold a turtle.
My main role was as a snorkeler, as a freediver. I was out with the squad. We were snorkeling parallel to the fore reef. We were trying to spot the turtles, and we either attempt to catch the turtles or we'll call for assistance so that the other freedivers come, and together we will team up and we'll try to capture the turtle. I also helped on the process of tagging and putting the satellite tracker on the turtle. After that, we went and released the turtle at the exact area where it was captured.
The tagging process included volunteers from Google who traded cyberspace for an awe-inspiring place above and below the atoll. Within a sharp learning curve of 1 week, the 8 volunteers learned about conservation and how to attach satellite tags.
We brought the turtle back, we took its measurements, took its weight, and some of the basics. But then what we did was we basically sanded off the shell and kind of cleared it up to make sure that we had a nice even spot to lay down the tag. We like to put the satellite tag on the highest point on the turtles. We basically lay down a layer of epoxy glue to create an adhesive to be able to lay down the actual satellite tag. And then to reinforce it, we put a layer of fiberglass and another layer of epoxy glue to make sure that the actual satellite tag is going to stick on top of that turtle shell. After that, there's actually another epoxy glue-like substance. It's like a clay, and you have to roll it, and you put 2 little logs underneath the actual satellite tag in a curved format so that it can fit the top of the scoop. You put that down on top of the epoxy glue that you've already laid on top of the shell. And then you reinforce all the sides.
The antenna will be facing forward, which seems a little counterintuitive, but so when the turtle comes up to breathe, it'll go out of the water and transmit the signal to us so we can collect its location. 800 days is the maximum that it could last, but it depends on if something could happen to the tag, so it could stop transmitting anytime before that.
Walking in the rest of the island, there is the possibility of encountering a horde of land as well as hermit crabs. The station manager at Middle Key explained that the pristine state of the island is a complement to the reserve.
The purpose of the station, which is owned by the Wildlife Conservation Society, is primarily to host researchers and scientists that come here to study seagrass, corals, lobster, conch, and any marine species. We also host the Fisheries Department personnel out here. As you're aware, this is the Glover's Reef Marine Reserve, so we offer the Fisheries Department's facilities. So they do have a space here with us here at Middle Key. Wildlife Conservation Society's motto is we save wildlife and wild places worldwide. So everything is left intact. It's completely, there's no extraction whatsoever here, and everything is protected. We have accommodations via dorms for 24 persons. We also have Wi-Fi internet. We have a full service kitchen. We have our own fleet of boats to get people to and from the mainland, and we have boats that can be used for taking researchers within the atoll as well. We're looking to the local niche market of getting universities from Belize and probably tertiary level institutions to actually come here and visit the station and see what we offer here.
Folks volunteered to come out here and help. But I think we are seeing a lot of things that we can take back. We've had some really interesting discussions today about the technology that's used. And so we're going to go back and talk to some of our colleagues who work in some of the areas to see if there are ways that Google can help with the technology and try to help advance some of the conservation efforts through technological efforts.
They can do an activity.
And I think that there's great potential for the intersect between conservation and technology, and that's something that I really learned today. We were listening about the SMART program, just the need for accurate ways to capture data and collect information to make sure that we're implementing programs that are going to be able to best help us monitor the different, not only sea turtle, but other species populations here at Glover's Reef.
According to WCS's technical coordinator, the turtles are healthy and can travel great distances.
Some of the things we've learned so far from this program has been that the Glover's Reef Marine Reserve has a high density of juvenile and sub-adult hawksbill turtles, which suggests that this is an important developmental and foraging ground for these hawksbill turtles. Also, from the genetic study, preliminary analysis indicates that the hawksbill turtles on the atoll primarily originate from the rookeries of Barbados and Cuba. Last year, we included a health assessment component. We had 2 veterinarians from the Wildlife Conservation Society's New York office join us for surveys and found that the turtles on the atoll are in good overall health and free of fibropapillomas.
The turtles have been released in their locations that they were captured on the atoll, and the data are already being captured while their travels will help with the preservation of their species. Jose Sanchez reporting.
In International Girls in ICT Day is celebrated on the fourth Thursday in April. The day aims to create awareness on the need for more girls and women in the information and communications technology sector. It provides opportunities for them to be exposed to the benefits of ICT in enabling their career and aspirations. In alignment with these goals, the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science and Technology, together with UNICEF, hosted an event with the slogan, "Lead Like a Girl." Today, 100 female high school students from across Belize will participate in interactive challenges and learn from powerful women what it means to lead like a girl. Here's News 5's Brittany Gordon more on that story.
For the past decade, people all over the world have participated in the celebration of Girls in ICT Day. It is meant to draw attention to the critical need for more girls and women in the ICT sector, both in education and the workforce. It is estimated that only 17% of ICT specialists are women. To counter this issue, the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science and Technology, and UNICEF hosted the Lead Like a Girl event, where they listened to and interacted with women in positions of power to gain inspiration.
It takes a lot of courage to lead like a girl. I think that we're cultured, and today is a little bit different than when I was growing up, right? But we're cultured to, I think, be a little bit more in the supporting role as women. And I think that girls have to realize that they're natural leaders. So to be confident and to know that a lot of the challenges that they face are similar to the challenges that men face, except men tend to handle these challenges a little bit different. So I think girls really do need to look at how to be courageous and how to be confident. And those are, being bold and not afraid. Those are some of the qualities I think it takes to lead like a girl.
With technology playing a vital role in all kinds of careers, from art and history to law, primary teaching and graphic design, learning tech skills at a young age will set girls up for economic independence. The objective of this event was not only to encourage girls to pursue fields in STEM, but also give young women the confidence to step into these fields, even if they are dominated by men. Alison Parker, the UNICEF representative to Belize, shared with the girls 3 tips to lead like a girl.
Be unique. For you to lead like a girl, you can never follow the crowd. You'll have to be unique. Step out of your comfort zone. Step out of what is familiar. Step out of what you know, because that's the only way we break the glass ceilings. Number 2, follow your passion. If you don't have passion, when these blocks begin to hit you, like CEO Santos says, you will almost give up. But whenever you wake up in the morning and say, why am I doing this? Your passion tells you there is another day. And that's why we have electricity today. Somebody tried 99 times and it didn't work. But because of passion, they did one more time. And today, we have what we have. Let's go one more time. Let's go one more effort. Let's dig another well. And let's see what we can do together. And the final thing that I want you to do is to show up and voice up. No matter where you are. It doesn't matter your color, your race, your background. No matter what. You are here because you have a value addition.
Also speaking at the event was UNICEF Youth Ambassador Elaine Perdomo. The Belize High School student is dedicated to creating a positive change in the world and her community. Perdomo is an international coding gold medalist who has used her talents to create the SafeScape app. This app creates a secure online platform for women and girls who have experienced sexual assault to share their experience and seek help and comfort.
And so with this, you can log your feelings and it gives you suggestions and what you can do. And over time, this teaches you how to regulate and deal with your emotions. It also, to the next slide, provides a resource section which allows you to find the resources near you so that you know where you can get help from. And it also provides a forum which allows you to connect with other people who have been in similar situations because it tackles feelings of isolation and allows you to learn from others and their diverse experiences. So there's also different groups. For example, if you're a family member and you're looking to see how other family members might have dealt with helping people who they love and are close to deal with this, you can find support from other people through here.
The Lead Like a Girl event ended with participants pledging to continue to be aspiring leaders and support fellow women on their journeys.
There are many, many issues, and the diverse perspectives of women can tackle these issues through similar recognition, research, planning, and development. Issues that you too have the power to tackle with your incredible and unique ideas as girls. By leading like a girl, you are intelligent, you are passionate, you are brave, and you are determined. And you have the power to follow your passions and create an incredible future for your community and world.
Brittany Gordon for News 5.
After the break, Sarstoon Forward Operating Base receives needed upgrade.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
The Belize Defense Force organized a media trip today to the recently renovated Sarstoon Forward Operating Base. Viewers will recall that BDF soldiers had to vacate the base and relocate to Barranco Village due to its deteriorated state. There is once again a permanent BDF presence at the base, and it is needed because of the illicit activities that occur in the area, such as illegal fishing and human trafficking. News 5's Paul Lopez was on that trip today, and here's his report.
The Sarstoon Forward Operating Base, situated at the mouth of the Sarstoon River, has received much-needed upgrades. A soft launch of the facility was held in February. Today, reporters were invited to the base to cover these upgrades.
This is the current situation, and this is the current renovation. As you see here at this location, 2 structures and an observation booth at the front. It serves as an immediate warning element to this site. We have a vessel harbor that can harbor up to 2 vessels at any single time. This site have a helicopter landing site. Main purpose for that site is for emergency extractions that happen at this location, also for resupply of solars if needs be. The site itself have an ample area that serves as physical training for solars whilst deployed.
The Forward Operating Base was constructed in 2016 to deter threats and to keep military presence in the immediate vicinity to maintain the territorial integrity and sovereignty of Belize. But the base quickly fell into disrepair and risks to law enforcement officers increased. As a result, BDF personnel were relocated to Barranco. A team comprised of engineers from the Ministry of Infrastructure, Development and Housing, the Belize Defense Force, and a private construction company came together to find a solution.
One of the challenges we really faced was that the material we used to stabilize, to correct the erosion, was far different from what we worked with in the south. It was all slush. It was all muck that would take almost forever to dry, to stabilize. So we worked around that. We searched other ways, and we find something suitable enough, and we stabilized the island. So the construction lasted from November, break in December for Christmas, New Year's, and we were early enough to finish off in February. So when they did the soft opening in February, the island was accessible. We did a test with the helicopter. Mr. Theo was here with that. We did a test with the helicopter to see how stable the helipad was, and fortunately it all worked out well.
The base is equipped with an observation post that gives soldiers an almost 360-degree view of their surroundings. It is situated directly across from Guatemala's military base along the Sarstoon River. These soldiers also received a newly constructed dormitory that houses 10. A conference room is now on the property as well.
When it started in 2016, there were mangroves. It was not that bad, and the building in front of you was not that remodeled. It was rudimentary. Still is in some aspects, but it is far better than in 2016. And the erosion was something that we couldn't control. It got out of hand, and eventually the sea and the river ended up under the building. But now it's night and day difference. The soldiers are at peace. They can have a good night's rest, not worrying that the building would collapse anymore. So that's a plus, and to me as well, I don't want any soldiers. I remember one that was injured and lost an eye about 6-7 years ago, and that was our concern. And it's a reflection that I had to do with the ministry too as well. The minister visited the FAB, and really unhappy, and the result is this.
Sarstoon Village is situated directly across from the FOB on Guatemala's side of the river. The base serves as a deterrent to illegal fishing, illegal cultivation in the area, as well as human trafficking. And while Belizeans may want to tour the area, it is not recommended given the tensions in the area.
Our commanders have orders and protocols, right, to de-escalate any encounter with the Guatemalan forces if they do have. But at the end of the day, the Guatemalans don't come this side, they don't come this side, nor we go to their next side. So basically, we have amicable relationship in terms to this location.
They want to go to venture. If Belizeans want to venture into Guatemala, the last point, the port of entry is in Punta Gorda town. But if they are visiting the area here, it is advisable that they come and coordinate with this FOB, with the operating base. Hey, I am in the area, so that we know that they are in the area, and they can use this Sarstoon, but just have in mind that we have the Guatemalan Armed Forces on the other side. Have in mind that this area, not too long ago, we destroyed coca plantations, and that illegal activities are still occurring here, illegal fishing. So it's not safe for people to be traversing the Sarstoon, and unfortunately we cannot provide security for you guys, for each and every one that visits.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
The Belize Defense Force organized a media trip today to the recently renovated Sarstoon Forward Operating Base. Viewers will recall that BDF soldiers had to vacate the base and relocate to Barango Village due to its deteriorated state. And immediately after the tour of the facility, The Belize Defense Force granted the media a tour around Sarstoon Island. The island is situated in the middle of Sarstoon River and at the center of the Belize-Guatemala border dispute. And as we found out firsthand, Guatemala is claiming the entirety of the Sarstoon River. Here's News 5's Paul Lopez with more on what reporters encountered during their trip around the hotly contested island.
The Belize Defense Force organized a media trip to the Sarstoon Forward Operating Base to cover the recently completed renovations at the location. Following the ceremony, Brigadier General Xavier Loria, commander of the Belize Defense Force, organized a tour around Sarstoon Island. Immediately after launching from the base, members of the Guatemalan Armed Forces deployed 2 vessels. Their military base is erected directly across from the Sarstoon Forward Operating Base. The Guatemalan vessel made initial contact with a BDF vessel that was trailing behind. The Guatemalan Armed Forces then approached our vessel.
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes. Habla español. Poquito. Bienvenidos a Aguas Guatemaltecas. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cuál es el objetivo de su visita?
Es agua de Belice.
It's the purpose of visit.
No, it's Mi River.
No, es Río de Guatemala.
Nah, el Río de Belice.
¿Cuál es el objetivo de su visita?
A la prensa, es un tour de la prensa. Los traemos acá para sensitarlos de cómo están la situación aquí.
Gracias.
Simplemente.
¿Hasta dónde piensan llegar?
Solo vamos a ir alrededor de acá y ya nos vamos.
Muy bien, no hay problema.
Sí.
Bienvenidos a Guatemala.
Bueno, aquí es Belice.
Es agua de Belice.
It's the purpose of visit.
No, it's Mi River.
No, es Río de Guatemala.
Nah, el Río de Belice.
¿Cuál es el objetivo de su visita?
Belize's border begins at the center of the southern channel of Sarstoon Island. The BDF vessels and the boat we were in were all within the limits of Belize's territory. The Guatemalan Armed Forces vessel was also in Belize's territory, though they claimed it as Guatemala's, and informed the group that we were trespassing. As we journeyed along the southern channel, adjacent to the Sarstoon Island, 2 Guatemalan vessels followed. The tour reached the western end of Sarstoon Island and proceeded towards the northern channel. Not surprisingly, the Guatemalan Armed Forces continued trailing the vessels farther into Belize's territory. Here, their vessels pulled up to ours once more. One soldier demanded to speak with an official on board. Es de Belice. Yo no tengo permiso.
Por favor, respeten el protocolo.
¿Qué protocolo?
Les voy a invitar a que puedan retirarse del río Sarstoon guatemalteco. Por favor.
At this point, we were all in the northern channel, which runs directly along Belize's coast. Brigadier General Xavier Loria intervened.
They say, you have heard it, that the whole river belongs to them. And we are telling them, no, it's not so. It belongs to Belize. They are saying that it's undisputed. There is no discussion. But we are at the ICJ at this present moment. It's not frustrating to me because this is not the first time that they're there following us. And we have been here, I have been here on numerous occasions, and they always follows it. But what we need to do is to have a bit of common sense and report it through the channels. It's not for me to decide on what to do here. So I have directed my deputy commander to, as soon as we reach on camp, to document it, send it to the Ministry of National Defense and Border Security, and they in turn will send it to Foreign Affairs. And then it becomes diplomatic. They will find a solution to this. They will know what else to do.
Guatemalan Armed Forces followed our vessels until we reached the Sarstoon Forward Operating Base. They then stopped in Belize's territory and observed until our vessel left the river. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Up next, annual Labor Day Park Fest happening this Sunday.
Every day, we access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, We rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Star products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
Hi, my name is Leah Mangar, and I am currently the Administrative Assistant at Yasche Conservation Trust here in beautiful Punta Gorda. I received the Social Security Board Scholarship in the year of 2021. After I was told that I was a successful recipient of this scholarship, I was very grateful. This scholarship has assisted me in various ways. Firstly, it relieved me of financial constraints. So that was the main obstacle that was keeping me back. But receiving this scholarship allowed me to gain the skills and the knowledge that I needed to attain the job that I currently have. I would just encourage you all to apply to the scholarship. And the process is very, very easy. You will find a link and it will direct you to everything that you need in order to submit your application. And once you submit it, pray and just hope for the best, because you just will never know if you can get it.
For 19 years, SMART has been the pulse of our nation. A journey of growth, innovation, resilience, and unity.
From the first call that bridged distances to the data that brought us closer than ever, SMART has been there, weaving threads of connection across our beautiful land.
We have been active in providing innovative solutions to enhance our customers' lifestyles. Over the years, SMART has developed and provided various services to meet customers' needs.
To the dreamers, doers, and the believers, thank you for making SMART a part of your story. For 19 years of trust, loyalty, partnership, and shared experiences.
As we celebrate 19 years of connecting lives and dreams, let's keep the rhythm alive. Together, let's continue to shape our future one connection at a time.
Come and be a part of the SMART family, where we empower you and our country today, tomorrow, and beyond.
SMART, bringing people together.
The annual Labor Day Park Fest has come around once again, giving Belizean performers an opportunity to showcase their talents and for the public to enjoy an outing with family and friends. The event will have music, rides, food, and prizes to entertain every attendee. This year boasts a complete line-up of performers and DJs, with exclusive prizes and giveaways available. Public Relations Director of Flavas Entertainment, Andazi, told News 5 more about the event.
So this Sunday, April 28th, we're having our annual Belize Labor Day Park Fest. It's an event that we have every year around this time, because you know there's a holiday on Monday. So we take advantage of the day on Sunday to have this big fest that's really a full lineup of our top Belizean artists and DJs. And the vibe is really nice because, you know, it starts early, starts from 3 p.m. and it goes all the way until about 1 a.m. So, you know, in the morning, in the early hours, you'll see more. It's like families coming out. You can bring your kids. You know, you can come and hang out with friends. And then as we get on into the evening, it gets a little more exciting with, you know, more hype performances on stage. And of course, the DJs will be playing all day long. We also have rides and games for the kids. So it's really like a family-friendly kind of fun event. The Park Fest happens at the Digi Park, and doors open at 3 p.m. Kids 12 and under are free. There's a minimal charge for adults, it's $10. And one thing that we're doing for the kids as well is that the first 200 kids who come to the park will be getting a free meal. And that free meal is courtesy of one of the nonprofit organizations that we work with, as well as some other partners.
Through the Sustainable and Inclusive Belize project, 6 extension officers were contracted to support the Ministry of Agriculture by providing technical guidance and coordination support to the project activities at the district level. On Tuesday, the Ministry of Economic Development, in partnership with the Inter-American Development Bank, handed over 6 motorcycles, desks, chairs, and laptops at a value of $51,661 to the project.
This was a very special and good and very important milestone for the government of Belize and actually for the whole Belize. It was an equipment handover related to 2 very important projects that is part of our portfolio, and we're really proud to be partnering with the government of Belize. One is related to Sustainable and Inclusive Belize that are really focused on 2 very important sectors like agriculture and tourism and digital innovation. Through these 2 projects, I think we are going to really, in the agriculture sector, for instance, we are going to really impact the farmers, more than 2,800 farmers that will be impacted. And we are providing equipment that really will help the Stanton Office of the Minister of Agriculture and other ministers, for instance, to get access, the logistics that are required, and all the equipment also for digital and innovation. So that's very important.
Agriculture is a verb, it's in the field. No extension officer is supposed to be in the office, except when they're writing the reports. So the donation to the contribution of motorcycles for extension staff is very important. It's very, very important. Farmers need all the help that they can get in these very difficult times of climate change. And this project focuses around that, mitigating the effects of climate change. Many of the programs and projects we have now are resilient agriculture. How do we produce under difficult circumstances? You know, higher temperatures lead to quick infestations of insects. We had that experience with the Asian bean trip. We have the experience with white flies. We have the experience with low pollination when temperatures are very high in corn. And so climate change is real.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, good night.